Hello, Earth and Space Science students. These are the directions for the layers of the Earth model. So you're going to find that on Google Classroom, this document. And so at the very top page, it's going to kind of show you the different steps that you need to do. And I'll kind of show you how you're going to do that later. So you're going to create the crust. Crust needs to be black according to these directions. You're going to create a mantle. Mantle should be red. Got to have some convection currents on there. Try and create at least 3 currents that are flowing towards each other and one flowing in the opposite direction. It'll kind of make sense when I show you some examples down below. You need the outer core, which is yellow, and the inner core, which is orange. So here are some examples of kids that have done them like on paper physically. You can see they drew their convection currents. This is like an overview, and this is more of an up close type of image here. So you can kind of see these are flowing towards each other, and these are flowing away from each other. Just make sure you're representing what's going on there. The way you're doing yours is actually going to be digital though. So if you're going to click on this, this is a Google drawing. I kind of already started with a outline of the Earth. You would click edit. And then what I would do is I would add different circles to represent your layers. So if you go to the shapes button here, find the circle tool. If you want to make it or keep it like a perfect circle, so let's say I'm going to do my crust. What you have to do is you have to hold down the shift button and it will keep it as a perfect circle. Now it's a little tricky here. So once you kind of get one drawn, right, that can't be a crust. I might have to start playing with some other things as well. It helps if you're in the center, right? And then you can kind of start fine tuning it to kind of get the different level of detail that you want. Woo. And then I can kind of adjust. So let's go down a little bit. Yep. My crust still seems a little thick. I might, expand. Ooh, not that much. And you kind of have to play around with it in order to get the way that you like. So like you can see, it's kind of weird on the top and the bottom. So I might add a little, a little bit of layers here. And then I can try and add that color. So the way that I would do this is kind of stack your shapes on each other. So I might have this shape, the pun bucket black. And then that would be my crust. And then if I wanted to start making my mantle, I might duplicate this image, shrink it down. Ooh, see how I made an oval? If you hold shift while you shrink it down, it'll keep the proportions. So maybe this will be like my core. And then I can make that outer image. I can make that, what was it, red, I think. Okay, kind of get the idea. If you for some reason mess up the order, if you ever hit right click on an image, you can change the order. So like I could send this to the front and it would cover that image. If I somehow mess it up, I could move it back, either back or send it all the way to the back. If it's all the way to the back, then it might be behind something. I think you guys get the idea here. I'm going to refresh this. So it's the same when you guys start it. So that's going to how you create your model. Again, follow those directions here. And then try and get it to look more or less like this when you're doing your convection currents. And if you can't see that, you can probably make that picture a little bit bigger too. And then you might move it over. I'm going to redo it, but you guys get the idea. Or you could zoom in, I guess, too, so that you can kind of read it better. Because this will kind of show you exactly what we got. We got hot magma going up, cold magma going down, pushes those plates together, right, which is good. The last thing I wanted to talk about, you may have seen it already. Oh, I don't want fit. I want 100%. After you've made your model, try and add some different facts about these that you've learned about throughout the week. Maybe it's something that they're made up of, something that, solid, liquid, gas. There shouldn't be a gas, but whether they're solid or liquid, where they're at, how big they are, their temperature, all that kind of good stuff. Just try and list some different facts after you've created your model. That's it. If you have any questions, make sure you're getting help from your teacher and have an excellent day. Goodbye.